Swivel hip drop and a hip drop tackle. What's going on with this? You have two seemingly different tackles based on techniques. And my biggest thing is, how do you enforce them? Officiating was really interesting last year with a lot of hits by defensive players, but how do you police this? I know slowing down the game is not something that the league definitely wants to do. And what coaches have to sacrifice all important challenge flags in order to make sure that these calls are correct. It's going to slow down the game. It's going to take away from the level of intensity from the game. And oh, by the way, it's going to put defenders on the wrong side of things because now teams will be able to advance the ball, penalties, and let's not forget some of those quarterbacks, and they know who they are, wink, wink, who did amazing acting jobs last season to get certain calls when all you have to do is go to instant replay and get some of these calls right. But these new changes have made things very difficult for defensive players because when you think about how the league plans to make sure that everything is even across the board, are there going to be different rules for running backs or ball carriers past the line of scrimmage opposed to those behind the line of scrimmage? Here's what I mean, because we know you get those run and chase defensive linemen and they pull running backs down from behind. And what happens when you are in chase mode and you're trying to make a tackle? How do you govern this? Are we going to have a different set of rules? It just seems very wild. And I have to say this, in my time playing in the league, I've never heard of a hip drop tackle. Never before. But players are now more in chase mode. And just think about just pure science and gravity itself. The low man wins, right? That's the whole idea. The low man wins. But in this case, the low man won't win. And now defenders are trying to figure out how to tackle.